Have you ever seen a giant transformer being transported along narrow and winding roads? That's truly a high-level driving skill. The driver handles each turn with precision, without a single mistake. An impressive display of experience, coordination, and teamwork. The Kenworth 963 is a beast designed for the harshest operations in desert oil fields, and here it is using its considerable cable strength to unload cargo from a drilling rig. Trucks navigating snowy terrain face numerous challenges due to ice, snow, and limited visibility. Skilled drivers and reliable equipment are essential for safe travel. This Hydra crane was on the verge of giving up, but thanks to the operator's determination, it professionally overcame the challenge. Don't judge the ground by its appearance. Even if it looks dry, the ground underneath can still be very weak. This vehicle shouldn't have entered before the ground condition was thoroughly checked. That's impressive. This is truly a monster.
Just like I said it would.
These were all seasoned drivers, having conquered challenging routes like Mistake Creek and Gunshot Creek. But when faced with a flooded section of road, nature once again proved that it can always create unexpected challenges. This is one of the most challenging stretches of the Ustnera route, where temperatures can drop to -62 to -65 degrees Celsius. In that extreme cold, the tires still grip the snow impressively, allowing the vehicle to navigate the rough terrain with stability. Lowering a yacht into the water using a crane may seem simple, but in reality, it requires a high degree of precision and experience. The entire process at Santa Maria de Castellabate is an impressive testament to the skill of the operating team and the power of modern technology. If this sight doesn't make you want to check your fuel tank, then probably nothing will be. The explosion was so violent, it looked like something straight out of an action movie. And here's the dramatic moment as the Paul R. Tregurtha, Queen of the Great Lakes, glides effortlessly beneath the jet bridge. Crowds line both banks, cameras capturing the spectacular sight. Once again, the colossal vessel demonstrates why it's considered a true marvel of maritime transport. This was a completely preventable incident. Warning signs were not an option, but a necessary requirement to ensure safety. If there had been a warning just a few meters earlier, it is highly likely that this entire incident would not have happened. This is a common mistake made by inexperienced drivers. The fully loaded concrete mixer truck overturned while entering the access road too quickly. Fortunately, no other vehicles were involved, and the driver only sustained minor injuries. The scene was then handled by professional rescue teams, with close coordination between multiple heavy-duty towing units. Although removing a bus from the fleet in 2009 might seem wasteful, many cities are now switching to electric bus fleets to help protect the environment. Many people think that a crane can easily lift it, but in remote areas like this, bringing a heavy crane to the site without causing it to sink is a technical nightmare. Without the help of the guy holding the stick to guide the way, getting the car out of the thick snow would probably have been much more difficult. Sometimes, a good observer is just as important as the power of the machine. These people are experts on the harsh Russian winter roads. While some still prefer the old-style Kraz, many are switching to Volvos or Scanias for better reliability when facing these icy mountain passes every day. The forest near Jena, Germany, was once an illegal dumping ground dating back to the German Democratic Republic era. After decades, a specialized tow truck was deployed to remove hundreds of old tires from the area, contributing to environmental restoration and cleaning up the forest. On the 5-1-kilometer route connecting Labitnangi with Bovinenkovo, an off-road vehicle broke down amidst harsh winter conditions. Fortunately, another specialized vehicle quickly arrived to provide assistance. Amidst the extreme cold of the Yaml region, this serves as a reminder that even a small mistake can turn into a major challenge. Winter and mud are not a pleasant combination. When the JCB Fast Track lost traction on the snowy and muddy terrain, the T150 was called in to assist. This T150 is actually a unique type of tractor, often used to tow aircraft. Here in the mud, the Kraz's weight helps it grip better. It's a battle of sheer mass rather than just engine power. Watching them maneuver these large containers in such a tight space was truly impressive. It appears that a faulty pressure relief valve caused that massive explosion. This unique vehicle, named Castor Pollux, is a beast when it comes to traversing the mountain roads of Switzerland. You rarely see a vehicle like this every day, especially when it's pulling a coil of steel weighing up to 65 tons. By using right angles and pulleys, they were able to easily handle the weight of the truck. It reminded me of those classic heavy-duty rescue videos that we all love. This demonstration shows why proper ventilation is so important. Without air to equalize the pressure, the vacuum would crush the container in seconds. This kind of teamwork is what keeps construction sites running smoothly. Mud might jam trucks, but it can't stop a smart team from unloading frozen cargo. Transporting massive wind turbine components along winding mountain roads has never been an easy task. Whatever the reason, this driver turned the entire road into a dangerous area. This is why regulations regarding drunk driving must be strictly enforced, especially for truck drivers. Finally, I found a truck driver who reassured me instead of making me hold my breath. Calm, precise, and professional. This is how the job should be done. Soviet engineers created a truly incredible machine. Decades later, these monsters continue to work in the harshest conditions, demonstrating a durability few vehicles can match. I also thought the tree would fall in the opposite direction because its canopy was too heavy and unbalanced. But everything happened much faster than expected. Luckily, the person cutting the tree wasn't injured. That's amazing. The road is beautiful, and the trucks are carrying such impressive loads. I didn't expect an excavator to have such powerful pulling force. It pulled the second machine out of its predicament with almost no assistance, a truly impressive display of strength. This is a 135-ton Tesmec 1675 5 trenching machine being transported across challenging hilly terrain. With 670 horsepower and the ability to dig to a depth of 5 meters and a width of 1 meter, this machine is used for large-scale pipeline and telecommunications cable projects. Thanks to close coordination and meticulous transportation planning, the entire journey was completed safely and on schedule. This is very important, so it needs to be repeated 3 times. Never shift gears while going uphill with a heavy load. Keep the throttle steady and let the vehicle roll. Next up is the Volvo BV202, showcasing its impressive off-road capabilities. Its tracks grip the ground firmly, the vehicle maintains stable balance, and it confidently conquers inclines. With this machine, challenging obstacles seem to be no problem. This is one of the best methods for transporting our timber in the 21st century. The reason these dump barges have become popular, especially in BC, near British Columbia, is to protect timber from damage by marine organisms such as wood-boring worms during transport. A massive steel structure, tens of meters long and weighing hundreds of tons, is slowly moving through the city center. In some sections, the logistics team even had to use insulated plywood, using poles to support power lines to ensure safe distances. This job is truly not easy at all. Mina Justa, one of Peru's largest copper mining companies. This mine is expected to significantly increase its production with the arrival of 267,930 trucks and more than 50 other pieces of equipment. This clearly demonstrates the crucial role of heavy-duty mining equipment in the global mining industry. It's unbelievable that roads like these exist. Those drivers are truly brave. Oh my God, I've never seen anything like this before. How did they manage to stack these ships on top of each other? It's impressive that the fifth coupling and turntable system still managed to withstand that enormous load. They held together so securely that both the tractor and trailer were towed together without separating. Brake failure at high speed is one of the most terrifying situations for any truck driver. In that moment, the emergency exit lane is not just a part of the road, but the last chance to prevent disaster. Launched in China, this ship is designed for challenging shipping routes in the North Atlantic. With a length of 147 m, a width of 23.2 m, and a deadweight of 12,000 tons, it is equipped with 9,000 kilowatts engines, McTrans perfectly combines the Thunder 5 8 Max and C-16 Titans, transporting massive loads with the pure power of Australian engineering. When you have a 3-axle dump truck, lower the auxiliary axle. It will help on rough terrain. Trust me. Does he know what he's doing? There may be many people who drive, but not many who can actually drive. This man is a true driver, because he drives exactly as he wants. That skill is truly admirable. Notice how both cranes are moving simultaneously. It appears the two operators are constantly communicating to keep the truck balanced, ensuring neither lifts or pulls faster than the other. Can you see how quickly things went wrong? That really shows why we have to respect railway crossings. Stay safe and don't take risks. So, this is the world's most powerful icebreaker, 50 years of victory. It's nuclear-powered and currently located at 89 degrees 54 minutes north latitude. That location is only 6.2 miles from the North Pole. It's helping the Commandant Charcot navigate through the icy regions of the Arctic. Experts always monitor for signs of instability from the outset. If the load begins to rotate or tilt, the safest course of action is to lower it immediately. Attempting to resist the weight is generally not beneficial for lifting equipment or cargo. If these incidents amused you, please subscribe to our channel to support us today. It's hard to believe someone would jump under a moving truck to retrieve a piece of plastic. You can see how easily things can get out of control here. The problem isn't just the truck. It's the immense gravitational pull on the frozen surface, an extremely dangerous maneuver. This was an extremely dangerous situation. According to sources, the truck broke down right in an area with 500 kilovolts high-voltage power lines. Heavy snow, mud, and high voltage created a severe challenge for the rescue team. Even a small mistake could have serious consequences. And it is in conditions like these that you truly appreciate the value of a genuine Quattro all-wheel drive system. Two legendary American trucks are up for a showdown. The tires certainly made the difference here. This machine was built for the harshest conditions. Its ability to tow over 5,000 kilograms with its trailer makes it a truly impressive off-road vehicle. Whether traversing snow-covered forests or roads riddled with tree roots, passengers inside remain warm and comfortable. On the 20th of September 2012, an Italian truck driver overturned a trailer loaded with pig carcasses. After nearly 2 hours of intense work, rescue teams from SOS IM Unterland, Greiderer, and Auer worked together to gently and carefully upright the vehicle back into its original position. I was very impressed. Days like these really test the team's patience. Getting the machine back on the road is only the first step.
As a rock. Here we go. Here's your cold stone.
With the visible damage to the chassis and hydraulic system, there's still a lot of work to be done before it can be operational again. This is the kind of incident that can turn a normal workday into a mission that lasts for hours.
That's better. Look at her. She's actually not stuck in sand this time. I've never been in a predicament like this. First time. Your first time.
Look, the bus suddenly appeared out of nowhere. The people on the sidewalk had to run for their lives. This proves that even when you're not driving on the road, you're not safe. Creating traction on that surface was quite challenging, but that truck handled it very well. Notice how they use the angle of rotation of the balance scale. The key is to utilize leverage to flip the box without letting it slide down the cliff. A fantastic video of the Peterbilt 359. The 425 horsepower Caterpillar 3406 BT engine still roars powerfully and works efficiently. Today, it's rare to see a truck manufactured in 1987 still hauling timber in the forest. This is proof of the durability of machines from the pre-emissions era, continuing their work after decades. $3,000 to climb up, $1,000 to come down. It sounds crazy, but that's the price of doing business on a 40 degrees steep slope. Just looking at it is enough to understand how harsh the terrain is. That's an interesting technique. It seems the excavator remains on the trailer to add extra weight, while the crane is used to help push or stabilize the front of the vehicle as it moves forward. It was a Brim one built on a T-72 chassis. No cannons, just powerful traction for these heavy trucks on deep snow. Delivered in December 2012, this unique Vezdecod amphibious fire truck is designed for harsh terrain rescue operations. It is a specialized all-terrain vehicle designed to extinguish fires in remote areas inaccessible to conventional trucks. Watch this man TGA at work pulling a stranded Tatra 380 out of deep sand. With a massive bulldozer mounted on a specialized trailer behind it, the entire unit practically becomes a giant anchor in the soft, sinking terrain. It looks like this truck can't wait any longer to get off the vehicle. This oversized truck, with its impressive specifications of 198 tons long, 15 feet 5 inches wide, and weighing 350,000 pounds, demanded precise handling and high expertise. The skilled team executed the operation smoothly, highlighting their leading ability in managing such complex loads. During road construction on Widenchovsky Street, opposite house number 54, an excavator struck a cable. Incidents like this highlight the importance of safety measures. The best response is to back away to a safe distance and contact authorities. When loading 20 cubic meters of gravel, weight distribution is crucial. Experienced bulk loader operators know this. Lifting the front of the truck is a mistake. The key is to use proper lifting and lowering techniques. Can you imagine that scene? 7 enormous Volvo FH trucks, each with 520 horsepower, carrying over 500 tons of cargo. The power and coordination required to move something that large is truly impressive.
Você tá tomando Chanel?
Improper cargo securing can lead to catastrophic consequences, as in this case. The lack of proper securing straps or mechanisms not only damages the vehicle, but can also result in significant cargo loss, posing risks to both safety and finances. Excavators losing stability on slopes is often due to errors. In this case, failing to accelerate and extending the crane arm excessively shifted the center of gravity, leading to the risk of overturning. The Ivanovo 50-ton crane fell into a ditch due to overloading. It was lifting 80 tons and 50 tons simultaneously with 2 cranes. Overloading the crane beyond its load capacity is a serious safety violation. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to see an excavator crush a car? It's not a common sight, but for some, it's simply the thrill of watching heavy machinery destroy something so fragile. An incident in Minsk highlights the importance of making calculated decisions in difficult situations. While avoiding the brick pillar might seem like a wise decision, the cost of a new machine is likely far greater than the cost of a few bricks. The recovery of the KX truck from Mina Centinella required complex logistics, combining mechanical strength with terrain assessment. Advanced winch and towing systems were used to ensure minimal risk and optimal results. Al successfully transported a 174-ton turbine to the Ferrybridge power plant using a Fawn J71 WRE tractor and a Sped 7 axle trailer. This was a task requiring meticulous planning, from load distribution to structural clearance and route constraints. Thanks to detailed planning and the experience of the operating team, the entire process was safe, accurate, and efficient. The driver executed a rather spectacular turn. But this also serves as a reminder that skill and training are always crucial. When loaded with concrete, a concrete mixer becomes heavy and difficult to control. Amidst the icy waters, CSL Assiniboine powerfully advances, guiding the 739-foot vessel through the thick ice sheets of the Great Lakes. Formerly named Jean Parisian, the ship can now carry up to 36,643 tons of cargo per trip. Every meter of ice breached is a testament to the incredible strength and durability of this steel giant in the harshest conditions. When transporting massive loads, such as a 456-ton column, using a multi-axle configuration to distribute the weight is crucial. The Megatrans features a 4-axle, 3-axle configuration that ensures stability, prevents road damage, and improves maneuverability. Safety is always the top priority. This is a major breakthrough. There is no way a means of measurement could be anything other than transporting chemical columns. They are setting new standards in transportation. With 400 wheels and a payload of 750 tons, this transport vehicle, built over many years, is sure to go down in history. During the unloading process from a long, large-capacity dump truck, the truck overturned, including unloading on an inclined surface with an angle of inclination exceeding the permitted limit.
Глуши его, КамАЗ! Как сам? Глуши, КамАЗ!
Oh my God! This is perfect proof of why drivers shouldn't blindly trust GPS. Instead of stopping and assessing the situation, the driver attempted a U-turn under a bridge that was too low and quickly ran into trouble. In situations like this, carefully reversing or calling a police officer to direct traffic is always the safer option. Just a few more minutes of patience, and the whole incident could have been avoided. Imagine maneuvering the Liebherr LTM 1000 and 70 to 4.1 on treacherous terrain. Weighing 70 tons, with a 367 horsepower engine and a crane arm extending up to 50 meters, this machine is built for the toughest jobs. Witnessing it conquer complex terrain is a testament to its superior engineering and operational skills. When transporting heavy machinery, such as the SM 636 and 655, proper load distribution is crucial to ensuring safety and stability throughout the journey. The crane on the Fuso 350 must find the perfect balance between power and precision. Otherwise, the entire operation could malfunction. (1,066 feet long), 133,500 tons heavy. And there was only one viable solution. When the Carnival Vista ran into trouble in the Caribbean, the Boca Vanguard was tasked with transporting this colossal vessel. Thanks to its unique semi-submersible design, the cargo ship slowly lowered its main deck below the waterline. Oh no, the barge suddenly tilted 28 degrees. Just seconds later, hundreds of logs simultaneously plunged into the water like a giant landslide. The scene looked like a serious accident, but in reality, this was a long-standing log unloading technique used in coastal logging. Do you know what happened next to that wood? Comment below. It's not every day you see a cargo container half the length of a football field moving down the road. International was tasked with transporting a massive fuel tank from Los Angeles to the California Space Center. The sheer size of the cargo made the entire operation a special event. Over 1.5 million people watched. After 68 hours of intense, inch-by-inch precision, the mission was finally completed successfully. This is no ordinary trailer. This specialized flatbed trailer system can move 90 degrees sideways, diagonally, or even rotate around its own axis. Each axle is controlled by a state-of-the-art electronic steering system and can rotate up to 135 degrees. An icon of the city. A spectacular ending. After more than 4 decades of presence on Lake Charles, the Capital One Tower was finally demolished using controlled explosives. An enormous workload. Even more astonishing is the level of precision. The Kubla was tasked with transporting a massive ship to its new home. They accomplished this by first separating the upper deck from the hull and transporting it to an aircraft carrier. Meanwhile, the Kubla's B crew was tasked with seizing the hull. They ran numerous simulations before launching the cargo to ensure the operation was completed with precision. As a result, when the operations were carried out, the precision was near perfect. This scene truly captures the power of modern technology. The massive equipment for MOL's plastics manufacturing plant is en route to a site approximately 106 miles northeast of Budapest. To minimize risks and avoid road obstacles, the engineering team chose a waterway. With the support of the 1/8-axis SPMT modular trailer system, the cargo is moved with inch-to-inch precision, transforming an extremely complex task into a compelling engineering demonstration. The pinnacle of heavy-duty transport technology. The 1/8-axle SPMT modular trailer system is found in power plants, chemical complexes, steel mills, and large-scale construction projects around the world. However, they don't operate independently. When combined with high-powered tractors, the entire system becomes a massive transport platform capable of moving millions of pounds of heavy loads with incredible precision. (340 000 lb), 128 wheels. An immense pressure on every inch of travel. Foreign Brothers Crane and Rigging was tasked with transporting a massive transformer from Rockledge to the Gecko substation in DeLand. After hours of precise coordination, the convoy began rolling and completed the mission safely in just 2 days. The tension didn't come from speed. It came from the value and importance of the cargo. The nearly 50-foot tall electromagnet was being manufactured in research at Brookhaven, a small mistake can cost millions of dollars. That's why oversized and overweight transport companies must check every detail before the wheels roll. From the length and width to the height of the cargo, everything is carefully measured and recorded to meet regulatory requirements. And when Omega Morgan transports a structure weighing 400 tons through narrow streets, their goal is simple: to get the cargo to its destination without damaging anything along the way. Its enormous weight made transportation a real challenge. To reduce the load and increase stability, the engineering team decided to remove the wheels before loading the equipment onto a specialized transport system. Thousands of tons of steel, and everything happens on the water. Giant support columns are constructed near the port so they can easily slide into the water. When the semi-submersible cargo ship is in position, the deck is lowered below the waterline using a ballast tank system. Then, the load is put into place. Only when the water is pumped out is the enormous weight gradually lifted out of the sea. This is more than just transport. This is a showcase of modern technology. Two TII transport convoys are moving a 132-ton cargo measuring 23 feet long, nearly 22 feet wide, and over 16 feet high. Remarkably, they not only function as conventional modular trailers, but can also switch to SPMT mode to handle the most challenging situations. After a journey of 167 miles, the massive cargo arrived safely at Heilbronn port. It's called the largest auditorium in U.S. history, and few would disagree. Considered one of the most impressive heavy-duty transport operations in American history. Four generators, each weighing 800,000 pounds, were transported from Southern California to Utah over a distance of approximately 850 miles. To accomplish this task, Perkins designed a custom trailer nearly 300 feet long, with 192 wheels and used multiple Mack Titan tractors to tow and push the load. $400 tons payload, 1,500 miles of travel. The DLL-24 line trailer slowly rotates its massive steam generator unit on a 6-lane highway. Minnesota's ultra-heavy freight service quietly goes about its work while you sleep. Comment Hasson if you still love these incredible machines. $342 tons of steel. And the responsibility of lighting up an entire area. This wasn't just about transporting a giant transformer. Behind it were multi-axle trailers, heavy-duty tractors, and a team of experts responsible for this multi-million-dollar shipment. Every movement was meticulously calculated. Every mile had to be absolutely safe. This scene is like defying gravity. The 750-ton steel block slowly rolls along the SPMT system with incredible stability. No rush, no mistakes. Oh my God, this is breathtaking. The enormous bus is slowly making its way through the tunnel, just inches away. Each turn of the wheels makes the onlookers hold their breath. This is definitely a moment that the passengers on that bus will never forget. not a bus. Neither is it exactly a boat. It's a two-in-one river bus. It's gently approaching the riverbank. The wheels touch the water. The body slowly lowers. It glides along smoothly like a cruise ship, taking passengers on a wonderful journey that amazes everyone. This wasn't just about transporting a boat. This was a colossal engineering challenge. At 111 feet long and weighing approximately 187,000 pounds, this cargo required the operating team to constantly navigate obstacles throughout the journey. From lifting power lines to navigating tight turns, every maneuver had to be flawless. This is where power alone isn't enough. The Scania S650 V8 boasts enormous torque, but what's truly impressive is how the driver uses it. Every steering maneuver, every throttle adjustment is precise to the inch, allowing the broken-down truck to be safely towed out of an extremely tight space. This is why the DAL system is highly regarded in the wind turbine transport industry. Designed to be compatible with a wide variety of turbine blades, this system offers superior control even on the most challenging routes. Thanks to its impressive flexibility, operators can handle loads hundreds of feet long with incredible precision. A massive load, à complexe route, and no room for error. The heavy transport convoy slowly navigates the M25 and M1 interchange, where every curve demands absolute precision. This is an impressive display of modern transport engineering. The Volvo 480 excavator has just successfully completed its mission in Oslo, but it has no time to rest as it immediately sets off for a new, challenging project. Accompanying it is the Volvo FA 6750, a reliable companion that has overcome many difficulties together. This legendary duo is ready to conquer every hill and mountain, demonstrating resilience and ambition in undertaking solid projects for a brighter future. Scania is called the king of the mountains for a reason. When the terrain becomes steep and the load gets heavy, Scania truly shows its capabilities. Its powerful engine, efficient drivetrain, and superb handling allow it to conquer challenging terrain with incredible confidence.